The UN General Assembly was drawing to a close in New York when suddenly it burst grimly back into life. Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan decried India's decision to revoke self-rule in majority Muslim-populated Indian-administered Kashmir. It was part of a policy, he said, of Hindu nationalism and ethnic cleansing.
What is going to happen when the curfew is lifted will be a bloodbath. The people will come out. There are 900,000 troops there. They haven't come to, as Narendra Modi says, he's done this for prosperity of Kashmir. This is supposed to be for the development. These 900,000 troops, what are they going to do when they come out? There'll be a bloodbath.
In his speech, Khan accused India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi of fascism, of pursuing an ideology of hate and racial purity drawn from Hitler and Mussolini in the 1930s. He said the UN must intervene to avoid conflict between two nuclear-armed neighbours.
This is a test for the United Nations. You are the one who guaranteed the people of Kashmir the right of self-determination. They are suffering because of that. And this is the time. This is the time not to appease like in 1939 appeasement took place. This is the time to take action. And number one action must be that India must lift this inhuman curfew.
A short while earlier, Prime Minister Modi had conspicuously avoided any mention of Kashmir, which India insists is an internal matter. But there was a veiled reference to what he has previously called Pakistan-backed terrorism in the region.
We belong to a country that has given the world not war, but Buddha's message of peace. And that is the reason why our voice against terrorism, to alert the world about this evil, rings with seriousness and outrage. We believe that this is one of the biggest challenges, not for any single country, but for the entire world and humanity. The lack of unanimity among us on the issue of terrorism dents those very principles that are the basis of the creation of the UN. And that is why, for the sake of humanity, I firmly believe that it's absolutely imperative that the world unites against terrorism.
As both leaders spoke, a block away from the UN building, anti-Modi protesters demanded the world take action.
55 days of curfew, no food, no health, no medicine, and they can't go out. It's not fair. We're here to protest. We want to know, let the world know what's happening there, and nobody's doing anything.
And on the ground in Srinagar, Kashmiris under strict security controls and with Indian troops keeping watch, made their voices heard. Both Prime Ministers Modi and Khan met separately with President Donald Trump on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly this week, but nothing has come of Trump's offer to mediate between them, and hence no sign of any real progress in avoiding further escalation over Kashmir. Jonah Hull, Al Jazeera, at the UN in New York.